Good evening. I'm Sen B'Hiro, still filling in for Tooker Kurlson, who, as far as we know, has not yet tried to invade the Federal Reserve. So that's progress.
What is the tick, 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 you know the tick-tock.
All right, folks, you got a lot to get into tonight. Charts, chaos, and one very confused slot machine. But before we start, I need a cup of coffee. Because when you're running on hopium and sarcasm, you need something real. That's why I drink Whole Shot Coffee, which also happens to sponsor tonight's show. Tired of sipping liquid lies from a can of overpriced jitter juice? Getting rugged by your coffee like it's a DAO with no devs? Introducing Whole Shot Coffee, the only brew engineered for alpha chasers, trailblazers, and market melters. Crafted by riders, roasted for degenerates. Whether you're on the throttle or just throttling your portfolio, this ain't your grandma's Folgers. This is fuel for the fort, the fearless, and the fully caffeinated. Whole Shot Coffee. Wake up, gear up, don't get lapped. Link in bio, Moon Boy. Alrighty, we're back, caffeinated and emotionally underprepared. Bitcoin did what it always does. Absolutely nothing until it suddenly does everything. Then nothing again. Ethereum, flatlined. Analysts are calling it bullish sideways chop, which is Latin for we have no idea. Okay, before we continue, it's time for our weekly rumor segment. This one comes from a viewer who claims to have seen Tooker arguing with a slot machine in a Las Vegas casino demanding it accept Dogecoin. Okay, if anyone sees a Dogecoin slot machine accepting crypto, call security and maybe a priest. Alrighty, let's take a look at this past week in crypto. Spoiler alert, it's exactly as unhinged as you'd expect. Bitcoin dipped below $100,000 this week thanks to global rate fears and a nearly 15% drop across the board. Welcome to the bear trap. Donald Trump now says he's fine with crypto, which is a huge pivot from crypto as a disaster. But let's be honest, the man also tried to buy Greenland.
Denmark essentially owns it. We're very good allies with Denmark. We protect Denmark like we protect large portions of the world. So the concept came up, and I said certainly I'd be strategically it's interesting, and we'd be interested, but we'll talk to them a little bit.
You know what? On second thought, maybe crypto is safer than Greenland. Alrighty, it's time for a little segment we like to call Viewer Cope. This week's Viewer Cope comes from @MoonbagMike, who writes, I sold all my SENB for Pepping, then it pumped. Well, Mike, sounds like you made two mistakes. One financial, one genetic. This next one reads, I sold my entire portfolio to chase airdrops. Now I live in a van. Honestly, could be worse. Viewer asks, is it too late to get into crypto? No, it's just too late for you. Alrighty, time for our altcoin of the week. And this one thinks speed is utility. Turbo was created by ChatGPT. That's right, even the dev team is imaginary. Next week, we'll be talking ETF rumors, AI-generated crypto girlfriends, and the return of one familiar mouse. That's it for tonight. Don't believe the hype. And remember, the ticker is Tooker.